Hello everyone! Alright, start off this video, I need to apologize to my Mocha Mocha bunny ears for calling them the most eaten item I own. I am sorry, Mocha Mocha bunny ears, because I found this bad boy in the closet. Actually, it wasn't even in my closet, it was in my really extra accessories. I have my backup accessories and then I have my backup accessories. It was in there. Get a load of this. I think those are supposed to be bunny ears. I bought this at a convention so many years ago, definitely 2012 or 2013. So I'm like, oh my god, this is a genuine eater. So yeah, it's both a maxi pad headdress and animal ears and ribbon. It's a 3-for-1 very Ida item. Yeah, so I just wanted to show that off before we get started. Alright, to get into the real topic of today's video, I wanted to talk about the Lolita community, because that is a very I feel important thing about Lolita fashion is being in the community or not being in the community. I wanted to talk about what I feel is the pros and cons of joining a community and how to join your own community, because let's see, start off with my personal experiences with joining community. I didn't really join up with my community until 2015, but I started being in Lolita around 2010, 2011, so I definitely gave it a moment. I was like, you should probably know what you're doing before you join, because I was reading behind the bows. I was like, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me if I join as and to be fair, I had a really big eat-up phase, so I was like, yeah, you're gonna need a moment. You're gonna need a moment before you join a community. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people are like that. People are like, oh, I shouldn't join the community until I feel like I'm more established in the fashion and I feel like I know what I'm doing and I've done my research. But honestly, I feel like a lot of people, at least in my community, personally, I love my community now. There's such a good community, but I feel like we have a lot of newcomers, and it's really useful for the newcomers to, I can't speak on their experience, but I feel like it's very to have the people who are more experienced be able to help them. And I feel like they're so much more knowledgeable than I was when I first started. I was like, dang. Heck, they might be more knowledgeable than most of them know how to use Tableau. I'm an experienced Lolita who doesn't know how to use Tableau. Yeah, it's really bad. I need to learn how. But I feel like a lot of the newer people are becoming more knowledgeable, and I feel like a community can really help with that. Obviously, the online community, very helpful. There's Big Sisters of Lolita Fashion. There's so many more, I feel research things. So I guess you don't have to join a community to do research. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of research you should do on your own. But a community, I feel like, can really help with your, confidence, feel like you're not alone. I love just being able to hang out with the people in my community. I love my community so much. They're really good. But yeah, I know there are people who are lone Lolitas who have talked about their lone Lolita experience, and I can see the benefits, because of course when you join the community there's also a lot of drama that comes with joining a community. There's all those CGL. If you're a newbie, I really suggest just don't go on CGL. Just don't do it. It's never there's never anything positive or good on CGL. It's just really bad all the time. So yeah, just don't go on CGL. I would not recommend it. And yeah, just find out where your community is, and if you want to join, hey, if you don't want to join, that's good too. I can't really talk on being a lone Lolita because I haven't been one since 2015 or pre-2015. I feel like my first meetup actually was International Lolita Day in 2015 or 2016. I remember I was wearing Dream Marine. I think that's one of the only times that I actually, in the beginning, I used to use my actual hair. I don't like my actual hair, so we're not rocking the actual hair, and we probably I will just do wigs from now on. But that's a personal preference. Wigs are not necessary for Lolita fashion. I just have hair that I do not like. It's really like thin, and I don't like it. But that's my hair problems. Let's get back to talk about community. But yeah, my first meetup was at Park International Lolita Day. It was pretty big, so I was kind of nervous. I was wearing Dream Marine, I remember. But everybody was just really nice to me. I had my best friend there we got into the fashion together, but she joined the community closer to, sooner than I did. She joined the community. But yeah, it was really fun. I remember trying to think. I was like, did anything go? No, it was just really big. I thought people were going to be mean to me. People, maybe it's a judge in your community. It's hard to talk about a community as a universal thing because I feel like everybody's communities are different. We all have different experiences. We all bring different advice and expertise to the table. So it's really hard to speak on communities when, as a whole, because, if you go to different parts, even if you're talking about just the internet community, the internet community has so many different, places. There was Behind the Bows. I believe Behind the Bows there's CGL, which is still pretty active, which they take a lot of photos from Closet of Frills for their Eda threads. So just if that stuff kind of bothers you, I would suggest also not posting to Closet of Frills maybe in the beginning, because I've started to ease away from posting on Closet of Frills because I'm like, ooh, the bad people, the CGL, but also frankly, the thing about I don't know, criticism now getting posted, and do I really care? No, I've been in the fashion for 10 years. My feelings are literally numb at this point. You say whatever. Call me an Eda, call me a fatty chan, do whatever you want. Do I care anymore? Nah. Nah. But that also creates an avenue, there are people who do care, I realize, especially if you're new. I've built up this steel wool persona from being on the internet for a very long time and writing fan fiction on the internet. That's really just criticism just sometimes it's valid, sometimes it's just people being stupid online. If you're trying to insult me, try harder. Because I understand it's one of the things it's always gonna be around. But there was an incident in my community where somebody who was new posted to our private Facebook group and then got posted to CGL. So I think, and there's a lot of people I feel getting posted from my comm. So I feel we have somebody in there who's a little bit vindictive or something, that has some kind of problem with the community that they need to work out by themselves. But yeah, and there's been oh, your comm is 95% Eda, and there's just been a whole bunch of stuff. But honestly, I would rather be in a comm that's actually nice and that I enjoy spending time with, rather than I know the fashion is important, but you want to be with a group of people who are chill to hang out with, are really nice and fun to hang out with. So yeah, that's become way more important to me than actually dressing. It's cool that we all dress nice, but also if I'm gonna spend a couple hours with these people in a meetup. I want to be actually having a good time. But yeah, that is kind of my take on communities. I think overall they are a good thing, but there are some negative aspects about being in a community and not being in a community. But yeah, I really love my community. We've been planning a lot more meetups, which will kind of leads into the next video I plan, because I got a comment on my last video that wanted me to rank meetups, and I was like, well, first I should probably talk about kind of my community and how they plan for meetups. But yeah, I recommend joining your community. My community personally is the most active on Facebook, but we also have our Discord, and a lot of us are active on like Instagram. So we try to keep it spread out with our social media so we can all find each other. But yeah, that is kind of the lowdown on my community. No hate, no tea, love my community. Even if we are a bunch of Edas, we're Edas together. And that's what matters. Love that for us. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say on communities. If you have any more questions, I would feel happy to answer them in the comments below. And that should be it. Hey! If you're new to the channel, I really appreciate you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. All that good stuff. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands right now. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.